So I'm going to attempt to answer a question that some of you may be asking and some of you may not be asking, but why the heck are you mucking around with a four-door? Well, that's kind of a simple question to answer. This is Australia, and for some odd reason Australians have a love affair with four-door cars. Don't get me wrong, I love two doors, and if I was a little bit more financial, I'd be mucking around with a two-door, don't worry. But I'm working on a budget, and I kind of enjoy mucking around with low-budget cars, and being Australian, I do appreciate four-doors. Our muscle car heritage is four-door. We did have some two-doors come through. Monaros, Tiranas, hardtops, which are the same as a Dart, Chargers, and the Falcon Coupes in the 70s. But majority of our cars are four-door. We don't, for some reason, the market doesn't demand two doors. I'd demand two doors, but I don't know what the go is there. But yeah, never been a big country for Aussie-produced two-door cars. There is stuff I like about the VE, and it's heritage. It's basically comes from a mixture of a few different cars in the Mopar family. So the front and the basic body shape is the same as a Dodge Dart. The floor pan is the same as a Plymouth Valiant. It's got the same wheelbase as a Plymouth Valiant. The tail lights designed from the Plymouth Barracuda. Which are all A-body Mopars, which is what this is. So yeah, it's an Australianised American A-body, basically. So another reason why I'm mucking around with a VE in a four-door is because that's all they came out with. There was a ute, station wagon, and a sedan. That was it. We didn't have a two-door option back in 1967, 68 when these were around. So there's no two-door option on this car. So in my opinion, with that heritage, it kind of makes it a cool little car. The VE has no significant racing history, it has no significant muscle car history. There was one that raced in Bathurst in 1968, it came 29th. It was the two-barrel, 273 four-door sedan. Nothing special about it as far as I'm aware. There's not a lot documented about it. I've done a bit of research on it. So these came out late 1967, and 1967 was pretty much the start of the muscle car era in Australia. That's when the XR Falcon came out, which is Mustang based. Came with a 289 V8 in it. I had one as a young fella, it was a Fairmont, even had Mustang on the air cleaner, so it was an original car. And that was it. That was about the biggest engine option you could get in Australia at the time as far as an Australian built car. Yeah, they were importing American cars back then, you can buy them brand new, but as far as Australian cars, that was it. 1968, we saw the Monaro, HK. That was a big deal. It came out with a 350 Chev, it was a coupe, and one of the reasons why this thing came 29th in Bathurst, because you got no chance against something like that, and the Falcons as well. They were pretty hot. Australian muscle cars are notoriously four-door, apart from, like I said, a few models. You buy an Aussie muscle car, majority of four-doors, and that's kind of why we, in Australia, we do love the four-doors, because that's what we grew up with, that's what we know. So anyway, I hope that kind of answers your question as to why I'm building a four-door. The old thing didn't come out as a two-door to start with. It was cheap, and Aussies love four-doors. So yeah, I'm going to make it in my own little muscle car, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. But anyway, stay tuned, wait for more episodes, and stay safe, drive safe, be good to your mates. See ya.